Calamari Salutations everyone, Squid here bringing you week 6 of the PPL Bolt, and this week is a special one because we face off against our brethren JRicky and his Gigaton Hammers, so let's go into the matchup. Here we are guys, and per usual our team is on the left side. His team composes of Greninja, Mew, Ursaluna, Normal 1, Empoleon, Munkdori, Haxorus, Armarouge, Therian, Typhlosion, Hisuian, Decidueye, also Hisuian, Spidops, and Cloth. Cloth and the Typhlosion are both Terra captains with the Terra typings there on the screen, and his team is a bit weird, not gonna lie. He has one of the best draft league mons in Mew, but Greninja I don't feel like it's a round 1 pick, at least for me, and he picked up the Munkdori after the draft was done, and Munkdori is not the most surprising of mons, to say the least, but anyways, this is the team that we're gonna be up against. JRicky is a pretty good battler, so we have to respect him and his team. So let's see the 6 mons that we brought to this match. So we start off with TInkaton. He's the Teambuilder Hammers with his team, so we gotta bring TInkaton and we gotta use Gigaton Hammer at least once in the match, right? So Gigaton Hammer it is. Knockoff, Stealth Rock, and Arm Core. The Stealth Rock is to set up hazards because it's my only hazard for this week. Knockoff is a great utility and a hitting move. Encore to stop the Haxorus from setting up Swords Dances. We are faster than Adamant Haxorus, and we have the Shook Berry to resist it and potentially finish it off with a Gigaton Hammer depending on the HP that he has, or just cripple it with the knockoff. And if he Swords Dances, we can trap it into Encore. Encore is also nice for some other mons that might go for setup. Let's go into Manaphy, and I know exactly what Manaphy is gonna do. Manaphy is gonna click Tail Glow turn 1 because I'm gonna lead with Manaphy, and then I'm just gonna start breaking stuff apart. Surf Ice Beam Energy Ball is a pretty good coverage against his team, and nothing really wants to appreciate it. Barring the Empoleon. Empoleon might switch in on the Manaphy, and if he does, Energy Ball at +3 still does a decent chunk. So we do want the Empoleon low enough for other stuff to finish it off, namely the Weavile. So that's not the worst case scenario. Next we go into Weezing, and Weezing is our dedicated switching into Ursaluna. Ursaluna hits the field, probably Weezing comes in right after that, unless we have a specific setup with the Belly Bolt that I'll talk about in a little bit. So we have Toxic with the Rocky Helmet, we can start gathering up chip damage on physical attackers quite rapidly. We have Shadow Ball mainly to hit the Mew that probably wants to come in on the Weezing, and also the Munkdori might also want to come in on the Weezing, so we punish both of those switches. I do hope that Mew is not weakness policy, because proccing the weakness policy with the Shadow Ball would be pretty bad, not gonna lie. And Sludge Bomb as the last hitting move. I also considered, I think it was Flamethrower or Thunderbolt, one of the two. But in the end decided to go with the stab so that we give a little more firepower to the Weezing. Next we go into Belly Bolt, our absolute MVP of the season, and my god did it pop off last week. This week we go with a little bit of a different set. Volt Switch, Slack Off, and Parabolic Charge of course are always there, but we go with the Soak route this week. And we go with Soak because going with the Terra Water would still make us not hit the Haxorus hard. So we want to soak the Haxorus so that it loses stab, and then we just get off a nice super effective Parabolic Charge if he tries to go for us, and we should leave in most scenarios a +1 Haxorus. A +2, I don't know about that one, Chief, but if he goes for +2 and then just decides to KO us, we might be able to trap it with the Encore on the Gigaton or something like that, so it's not the end of the world. Also, Ursaluna might think that it comes in freely on the Belly Bolt, so we just soak it and then we deal crazy amounts of damage back next turn, and Ursaluna has a pretty high HP stat, so we recover a lot of HP from the Ursaluna. Next we go into the Weavile, and Weavile has the knockoff and Ice Spinner as both stabs. We also have Ice Shard because in case Haxorus gets out of hand, we can pick it off from a little bit under half HP. And we also have Low Kick for the Empoleon, which might otherwise start to wall off the Weavile. So we also KO that from around 40% damage, range, HP, whatever. Yeah, you know the deal. And Weavile can clean up house in the late game if some conditions are met. That's why we have the Manaphy to break things up in the early game. Last but not least, we have actually a last minute addition to the team. I originally had Ditto, but I decided to go with the Armarouge instead, courtesy of Bruno 7, so if Armarouge pops off, it's mainly you have to thank Bruno for that. Armor Cannon with the modest Choice Scarf is pretty free against his team. I mean, in most scenarios, Armor Cannon is a pretty free move. We have Dragon Pulse to we outspeed a Haxorus from neutral, and Dragon Pulse will KO it in return. We also have Trick in case Empoleon starts being really annoying, so we trick it into a Choice Scarf so it gets a little bit less annoying. At least with the Choice Scarf it can't deal with the Belly Bolt at all, so at least we have that. And we have our Sphere mainly to hit things that might come in, like the Empoleon as well. Mostly I'll be clicking Armor Cannon because it's just so free against his team, so I think there's basically no drawback for me to click Armor Cannon, so that's what I'm gonna do. Armarouge is also here stopping Eruption Typhlosions from popping off, which happened in the Mokar too, so I definitely don't want that to happen again. This is the team for this week. I will now try to catch up with JRicky, so be right back. Guys, it's currently 4:30 PM and I had to have my lights on because the lighting outside was acting weird, and like, who likes the winter? Winter makes you do stuff like that. I mean, it's not technically winter, but you guys see what I mean, right? Right. So I said that I was leading TInkaton if I saw Munkdori. I still stand by that. So what I'm gonna do is lead TInkaton because I think he leads Munkdori or Greninja, but either way, both of them should be fine against the TInkaton. So we're gonna roll with that. So the CGY came to the game and I didn't battle any Decidueyes, so I have to watch out a little bit for that because Belly Bolt doesn't fare that well against the Decidueye, especially if it's critting me and unleashing blades, leaf blades. I mean, he's locked in. That means, guys, that we're gonna start off the game against JRicky. Good luck, have fun to him. And yeah, let's go. Greninja. So right off the bat, by the name, I want to say it's protein, but I'm not sure. So either way, I think I'll knock off and then go for Stealth Rock. Does that sound crazy? I don't think that sounds crazy. So knock off first, and then we're gonna go for Stealth Rock. Okay, so good thing we went for knockoff. No ability. Interesting. So lead Gran. Oh, he's gonna hazard stack me. I mean, you're gonna do it. Might as well punish you for it, I feel like. Or at least only give you leeway to set up one hazard. Yes, okay, so there's one hazard. Gone. Now I kinda wish I led Manaphy, but oh well, that's how it is. So here, I'm just soaking. Feel like I'm soaking. A soak, and that gives me a free parabolic charge next turn. Yeah, that doesn't sound too crazy. Man, should have terrored. He stayed in! The madman stayed in! Wow. Okay. That's bad, not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, so... let me see. Yeah, because of the Ursaluna, I definitely want the Belly Bolt terrestrialized, so I'm just gonna stay terrestrialized right away. You'd think that me doing this for a while now would lead me to being better at wearing hats. That is, in fact, incorrect. Because Belly Bolt is straight up attacking, and I'm still trying to get my head off. So, 3 layers of spikes. Guys, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, how do we do this? So, if he goes into mute, that's not good at all. If I go wheezing, so I think I'll go for TInkaton. Once again. And TInkaton is gonna take a butt ton of hazard damage, yeah. Oh no, he set up 2 layers, not 3 layers. Man, I'd argue that the 3 layers would have been much healthier for him than getting the Dark Pulse off. But, I mean, it's the Belly Bolt. Of course he's gonna try to KO it, right? Right? Belly Menace. Okay. So, I can survive a hit from this. So what I'm gonna do is Stealth Rock first. I mean, at least I should survive a hit from this. I'm gonna Stealth Rock first. If he goes for something like a substitute or something like that, I can then unbar it, and so it won't be a problem at all. That's my rationale here. And let's see what he does. Body Slam. Straight up Body Slam. Okay. Now we're getting into no guts. Probably Assault Vest. We're probably getting into the range where Ursaluna will KO through the Shuka Berry. I mean, if it's adamant with basically no investment, I might survive. But honest, what's TInkaton doing here? Kind of stopping Munkdori, right? I mean, not really. Yes, but no, but yes. I think I'd rather knock off the Ursaluna. Yeah, we knock off the Ursaluna to try and take away its Assault Vest. Lefties, okay, even better, I'd say. So, do we survive? We do. Okay, so he's bulky and not very invested. So this is the time where I switch into the Wheezing, get a little bit of chip off. Okay. He gets the Parrot. Yeah. Okay. I don't think he'll stay in, so in case a Mew comes in, I want to Toxic it. And if it's the Ursaluna that gets Toxic, I mean, with the Rocky Helmet chip, it's probably gonna be a trade for trade. And Whizzing is basically here for the Ursaluna, although I do want to preserve it somewhat for the Decidueye as well. Yeah, I should try to preserve the Whizzing somewhat for the Decidueye. And now that I know that he's not the Salt Vest, I want to calc the Manaphy damage on Ursaluna. He switches out, so it should do around half. Oh, Munkdori. That was nicely played. So, Munkdori is gonna do a button, so I don't want that to happen. I want to go for TInkaton and sack it, right? Okay, so what does he do? Okay, he was going to just leave it out. Okay, I don't know if he's locked in or not. That's a bummer. I think I still want to go Weavile. Worst case scenario, he's like Colberberry. No, he's Scarf. Okay, good to know. But at least we get rid of an item. I don't know which item though. But we're gonna find out pretty soon. Okay, getting rid of Empoleon's item is actually pretty great. Not boots. So Empoleon was Rocky Helmet. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay. Okay, Empoleon is either going for Flip Turn or Scald, right? So I think going into Manaphy is not a bad play by any means. Doesn't sound that bad of a play at all. So we're gonna go into Manaphy. Manaphy's gonna take a little bit of damage from the hazards, but that's hazards for you. Oh, bye. Cord was stuck here on the chair. So, Manaphy comes in, takes a little bit of chip by the hazards, and takes a roar. Okay, not bad, not bad. A best case scenario, Belly Bolt comes in. Okay. We just recover HP here. Right? Yeah, because otherwise we can't switch into things. Or we just Parabolic Charge. If he goes into Ursaluna, I just go into Whizzing, right? Or I might even stay in. I don't know which of the two. It's Parabolic Charge, yeah. If I had to guess, the Decidueye comes in? Yes! Yes! Let's ship this guy down. Okay. Okie dokie. Or Munkdori, or something like that, I don't know. So a little bit of chip damage, that's great. So now we can go into Whizzing and get punish this for the attack that it's going for. How much did we chip the Empoleon? I think it wasn't much, but it might still be with the rocks a 2-hit KO by the Armarouge. So next thing that I'm gonna do is try to get the Armarouge in. So if he goes for U-turn, we punish the switching with a little bit of chip. He knocks off. Ew. Ew. No, why would you do that? Okay, so he went Munkdori last time. I think this is the time to go for the Shadow Ball. Right? How crazy does Shadow Ball sound? Is it a 2-hit KO? First of all, is it a 2-hit KO? It's not. So I'd argue it's not that much in my interest to go for it. Nah, screw it. Screw it. Let's start to chip down the monkey. Stop the monkey from monkeying around. Yeah. So it's gonna be a, oh my god, no. Can we really stop it from going parting shot? Armarouge is gonna take a bunch from the sludge wave. That's not ideal. I'd argue he goes for sludge wave here. So I think Manaphy is the safest bet. Being citrus and stuff, you know, stuff. Side shot, okay. Do we leave another one, guys? Stay tuned to find out. He also wants to find out. Okay, we done for sure. So let's go this guy. And we can freely go for low kick here. Freely. Freely. And low kick should be a 2-hit KO on the Empoleon. Especially from the range it's at. Yes. So we go for another one. There we go. There we go. One wall out of the way. Now that I think of it, he might be Choice Scarf with the Decidueye because he went for a knockoff and then he straight switched out. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the Decidueye here. Right? He goes for Munkdori. Oh. Oh. So, I think I'll stay in. I don't think he wants... not sure. I'm not sure at all of this play. He might be tempted to just parting shot out, but at the same time he might just want to straight up KO the Weavile. We live! Oh my god, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. Oh my god. Thank god this thing is out of the way. Whew. Okay. So, what wants to come in? Probably Mew. I think Mew might be the bulkiest thing he has to try and take a hit. The fact that he didn't go for the Decidueye, maybe he isn't Choice Scarf. But either way, if he goes the Decidueye here, he's for sure Choice Scarf. Because I don't know any scenario where he comes in on the Weavile. Ursaluna comes in. Let me see. My question here is, can I win if I sack the Weavile here? I mean, Please stop, remote controller. Mew... I mean, Weavile isn't doing anything more this game. Maybe working as a sec. No, I'll just stay in. And Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner... No, Ice Spinner is definitely the play because even if low kick gets maximum power, it's 120 base power. And low kick would hit for that amount of base power. You guys know what I'm saying, right? So now we just armor cannon. I just had this crazy thought. Is bulletproof? Does bulletproof make you immune to armor cannon? Because if it does, I just threw the game. Let's hope it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. I mean, he could be guts. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. So I want to calc Mew damage on the Armarouge. Let's assume it's like Choice Scarf. With the no, max special attack with the Shadow Ball at -1. I might not leave it. And I don't leave at +2 at -2, that's for sure. So this is gonna be tricky because I don't know what kind of Mew he is. Max it to Mew takes more than half. I think I'll sack Weezing here. The -1's defenses made me switch out of there. Calm Mind, okay. With taunt or without taunt? That's the question. But I mean, if it does have taunt, it's one less coverage move that it has. Okay. I think I'll trick it here. I'll trick it. So it doesn't set up any further. Otherwise it might become a nuisance. Yes! He's locked in. Great. Okay. So we just armor cannon here. He has to go into the CGY. He just stayed in. Okay. Fine. Okay, so Belly Bolt as the Water Terra, the CGY Hisuian. Let's assume it's like max attack with Leaf Blade. It doesn't KO. Okay, so I might go for Belly Bolt here. Okay, I'm gonna continuously recover recover HP. There's nothing he can do about it. So I'm gonna soak. And if he switches into the Siege-Y, then yes. Yes. Ah, let's go. So the Siege-Y will lose the stab, which means that the Belly Bolt will live any hit. So we Parabolic Charge here. If he goes into the Mew, sure, just give me more HP recovery. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I was about to say, that sounded like a crit. Ah, juicy HP recovery. Yeah, that was max attack for sure. Now we slack off just to scout out what he locks himself into, but he might only have stored power here. But just scout out. Draining Kiss, okay. It was the last move. Okay, so we can just finish it off with the Belly Bolt then. The big belly bolt. MVP of the team, for sure. Either way, so we soak first. Just so that we're continuously doing more damage. Even if he's recovering. Okay, water type, and now we should be able to deal with the Mew. There we go. Draining Kiss powers up the Electromorphosis of the Belly Bolt, and now Belly Bolt is gonna unleash his fury. Look at his furious face. Oh my god. Oh my god. Belly Bolt, you beast. You beast. So, I gotta say, Armarouge was definitely a key to this battle's success, but it wasn't how I thought it would be. So yeah, when Mew did start Calm Minding up, it got a little bit scary. Good thing that he thought he could set up on the Armarouge, because otherwise, yeah, that game was done for. But anyways, GG's to JRicky. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Squid, jetting out.